Hold on.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, hi,
Thanks
hi.
for coming into the chat. Hey, it's Elizabeth, True to It Connections, and we've got 5 of us here today to help you guys. So, Marcia, say hi, and then just whoop, go around.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. I'm so excited to have you here tonight.
Hi, guys. It's June. Everybody, I'm Wendy. Nice to see you.
Hi, I'm Dawn, and we're going to start first with a little bit of astrology. We were talking before we got started how today is just like this weird, unsteady energy, a perfect day for a happy hour because it's like, oh my God, what a day today was. And there's reasons for that. So, I think part of the joy of astrology is learning what the energies are. So you kind of go, okay, tomorrow is going to be a better day. So one of the things is that we just had a square with Venus to Chiron, which brings up old wounds, right? And so we would have had things triggering us right around the 4th of July holiday during that weekend. And the other thing that will happen by the end of the month is that Venus will trine Chiron. So there's all this opportunity in through here when all this wounded energy is being brought up to work with that a little bit, because as we're moving through here, just yesterday, on the 11th, Venus was in a trine to Neptune, which is really nice energy, but it can be very, because they're both in water signs, it can be very watery. It can be very emotional. You can feel unclear about things. And we are going right today, and actually it is today, that we are in now an opposition to Pluto. So that is super intense energy, and it's about power and who has that power. So Venus is now in Leo, and I'm not sure if Pluto went to 0 degrees, possibly. I'm just going to double check. Because no, it's still at 1 degree. So that's one degree of Aquarius and 1 degree for Venus in Leo. So very interesting energy that's going on right now. And then to add to the carnival, we have Monday, we have Uranus and Mars conjuncting. Mm-hmm. You will definitely be feeling this energy. You are probably already feeling it now. Thank goodness it'll be gone at about a week from that. But I'm sure if you've watched any kind of astrology out there, they're talking about, oh, the star Algol and all those things. For your personal astrology, do not worry about Algol. That is like the mundane astrology where people that are heads of state are going to be losing their positions. It's kind of known as like losing your head with the Medusa energy.
Yep.
What I have found, and this is the perfect thing to do, physical exercise, getting out there and moving. Any kind of movement, swimming, whatever, and then grounding, doing breathing practices, watching a fire, anything like that will help you ground that energy in. Because if you give Mars and Uranus a job to do, although Uranus is unpredictable, it helps dispel some of that energy. So it's more like a controlled explosion than it is just an explosion. And when you focus and intend, then you're going to have a lot more power as to what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead, and what we want you guys to do, and just be aware that this is a recording, so that any information that you give up or request, it's going to be recorded for everyone to see. So if you are willing to put yourself out there, we will draw cards. And I will, if you like, look up your sun, moon, and rising. So do we have anybody out there that wants to be brave and give us some information, and we will get started? Or a question?
While you guys are thinking about it, next week we'll be live Monday at 10 a.m. That's the 15th. And then we're going to go live again at 6 p.m. with a full moon ritual. So we hope you guys will come back for that. And be sure to, if you could, give us your birthday, month, year, and if you're willing, time and place, because we can do astrology, numerology, or you can throw in your questions. We'll do it around your questions. Yes, no. Charm.
Okay, we've got 7 of them lined up. Do we want to start?
Yes.
I think Larissa was the first one to jump in. Larissa, do you want to give us your date of birth, date, time, and city state? So we've got Saggy Sun, Cancer Moon, November 26th, 1998, 6:45 p.m.
Okay, let me write that down.
Yeah, Larissa, what
Give
city
that to me
state
again,
is
please.
that?
Could you, if you don't mind?
We said 11/26/1998. Is that what you were?
Okay,
Well,
and
he has it in at
The
26:11.
time 14:45.
This is Larissa. Okay.
and location?
Let's see. Did
She
we
doesn't
give
have
her-
the location.
She doesn't have a
Oh,
location?
here it is. Let's see. Sajenica Serbin. I can't even say it. Serbien.
Serbian?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that a country?
I think
Or
she's
is-
Germany.
Oh, in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have been, of course, guten Tag. Hello. So,
Larissa, I can give you a numerology code if you'd like, real
Oh,
quick.
do that while Dawn's
Right-
looking up the
Yeah,
chart.
write this down. Your life energy number is 1, and your life code is 1882. And let me tell you where you are this year, real quick.
And I'm going back and capturing names out of the comments.
Oh, wait. No, Larissa, you're a 1982. And I'll talk to you sometime about all of that. But you're in the life path year 9 as well, which you probably feel a lot of things coming to an end, the cycles, anything you may have been through, you can let us know.
Anybody want to pull some cards? Getting any feelings for Larissa?
I'll let Wendy go.
Accardo, ADA Accardo. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna write his number down. Or him or her.
Did
Hey,
you grab that one? Thank you.
Elizabeth, did you see they want a video about life codes?
ooh,
Oh, sure. Oh, that's great. Thank you, guys. That's a great suggestion. Oh, happy birthday tomorrow, Accardo. That's so cool. Yay.
How
I got a
fun.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
1985. Okay.
is it Sir? Oh, no, that's not right.
Is there Miss Erica in the chat? I saw her chime in. She was the second to chime in, but I don't see her birth information yet. Miss Erica, is she still here?
So,
I just want to get a couple people lined up. After Miss Erica would be Brandy, and I grabbed Brandy's information.
what's Larissa's town? Spell it if you wouldn't mind again.
Sure, let's find that.
I'm gonna pull a few
Got a
cards.
card for Larissa. S
Oh,
J
good. Pull a card for Larissa.
N
That's
I
awesome.
C A.
Swords. So you really want to do some self-care, hun. Just really take care of yourself, pamper yourself a little bit right now.
A-N?
Yeah, Larissa, what have you been through lately that feels like an end of a cycle or something?
Was that 9 of Swords?
4.
Four
It's the
of Swords. Yeah. Okay.
Sabrina, I see you.
Jen, can you throw that to me over in the private chat? Because I'm just not finding it.
And a card.
Larissa,
Card for
I
Larissa.
pulled a Divine Masculine card for you. Divine Masculine, water, spiritual cleansing. In this Cancer season, you might have been trying to integrate, or I feel like with the spiritual cleansing and water, I feel like you're healing from some kind of maybe boundary with the divine masculine. You'll have to let us know. Okay, Dawn, do you have something?
Yes. I just want to check with Larissa. Are you a Taurus ascendant by chance?
Do we have the right date or city?
Larissa, I think there's something that's really got a grip on you, maybe from childhood, past life kind of trauma, or
She says
even whatever
yes.
you went through recently with this cycle. I feel like you're going through. Okay.
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 I think yes to everybody. I think also I do want you to remember that you do have a lot of shaman type qualities and intuition. And I want you to remember that there's going to be some bumps in the road, but you're starting a lot of new beginnings. You're coming out of the dark into the light. I really think, things will start to improve.
Elizabeth, underneath for her, I had talisman. I wonder if you could pull her a little charm
Oh.
for Larissa.
Oh, interesting. Let me do a rune for her because the charms is
And
a
then we'll
whole
have to be
thing.
quiet and let Dawn talk.
Okay, I'll hold
Larissa,
on to this rune.
Hey, so I'm looking at your chart, and I do see that you have a lot of things going on for you right now, because in the whole sign house, your house that has Capricorn has a 2956 degree Neptune. So we're going to have Pluto going over the top of that energy, and it should be, when it gets within a degree, which it's like almost there now, then you will definitely, because you're a late degree one too, yeah, you're going to feel this energy. Pluto is going to be exactly conjunct that degree. And when that is happening, you will have it, at least it's going to be in a, it should be in a it will be in a sextile to your, Neptune will be in a sextile to the Neptune in Pisces, right? Your Capricorn one. So you have that water and earth energy. So that's a lot of strong Neptune and transformational energy with Pluto. And I think things might be confusing. And the houses that I'm looking at is in the 9th house, which is, it can be about travel, it can be about foreign things, it can be about country. And then you have the 11th house, which is friendship, luck, people that you choose to be associated with, any kind of politics. That's also something that shows up in the 11th house. So that is like a confusing time, I think, for you. Does that make sense of what's going on there?
Yes to everybody.
And she's got her Chiron.
And then, oh yes, Dawn, she said.
Yeah, and then you've got your Chiron at 24 degrees in Scorpio, which is your 7th house. So then you're going to have also that relationship piece coming in, because when you have Taurus with that big conjunction with Uranus at 26 degrees with Mars and Uranus, that's exactly opposite your Chiron. So you have got to be having relationship issues coming up. And this is my intention for you, is that you set personal boundaries, like you're going to be bursting out of what you were and pushing through fear, and then becoming someone who has full control of that Chiron wound, or working through it, because we do have good energy towards the end of the month that are going to help you with that, especially being that that's a house that is a relationship house. And that is with someone, yourself in the 1st house, and an other in the other house. So that could be a friend, that could be a business partner, that could be a husband. It could be any of those things, because the 1st house is self and the 7th house is one other person. Okay. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, Wendy, do you want to give her a card or two for advice, and then maybe we can move on to the next person? Does that sound good for everybody?
Yeah, and I did pull a
have
rune for her that'll just be like a quick blip.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll go to Miss Erica.
Okay, and I have quick information for Accardo, ADA Accardo.
Okay.
Just FYI. And then I saw Sabrina somewhere in there. Go ahead.
Okay. No. Uh-oh.
You're muted, baby.
Wendy.
Wendy, you're muted. Oh, there we go. She's such
Sorry,
a good
there we go.
partner.
So the four of swords came up again underneath. So I pulled one from underneath and one from the top. So I'd say really, like, don't ignore taking care of yourself. Like, really make the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Really.
And talk nice to yourself. Talk
Yes.
nice to yourself.
Yes. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So you have the discipline, okay, to stand on your own, and create abundance for yourself, and to have that good foundation. So trust yourself. Okay. Be good to yourself and trust yourself.
Yay. Okay, Miss Erica is up next. Dawn, I'm going to give you her birth info. She is October 18th, 1983. She gave us 11:14 in Orange County, California. Now, she said she doesn't know the AM or PM, but she says she's a Sag rising. So you can maybe cast it either way and see which of the AM or PM would put her at a Sag rising.
Okay.
I can
just
help
put-
her with the numerology real quick, and then you guys
Yeah.
can pull some cards for her. And
Yeah.
Larissa, I saw you had some health problems. We'll come back to that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Brandy,
Erica,
Brandy,
your
on
life energy code. So your life energy code is full. Your life energy number is 4. That is of the emperor, the ruler. You're very much a leader. Within it, the life code that I give you guys honors each date in your birthday, much like Dawn is doing your sun, moon, and rising. I'm giving you a breakdown of more of the numerology within you that really we come into this world with. So you also have 3, 9, and 1 in you. 3 is Empress energy. So there's a lot of male and female balanced energy in you, I would hope, or you would need to strike that balance. 9 refers to the hermit energy within all of us, very deep and intuitive and just graceful. And you also have the 1, which is very much about being the magician and being able to manifest some things, many things, and sometimes being secretive. Accardo, actually, you have a lot of the warrior in you. I'll get to that. But anyway, last for Erica, right now, let me tell you what year you're in really quick.
Orange County, what state?
California.
California.
Mm-hmm.
It says Orange Cove.
Erica, you're also in a year 9 where you're ending a cycle. And what have you been through? Tell us. It'll all come together. I'll pull a quick card for you to see if it relates, and then we'll let Wendy go. And
Okay.
this is really about feeling trapped and bound when you just have to have a new perspective. Divorce. Okay.
Yeah.
You're being set free from that. And I'll let the others tell you more. There's a lot more.
Go ahead, Marcia.
Yeah, I pulled King of Swords, the Devil, Queen of Cups. And then when I asked some advice for you, I get Magician, Star, and Empress. So, Miss Erica, my sweet, sweet girl, congratulations getting out of that toxic situation. That's just what comes up. That devil is right square in the middle of that king and queen, and they're just not copacetic for whatever reason. So that's over. But you have everything you need to manifest. However, the star card being healing, rejuvenation, moving on to positive things. When I pulled the Empress, and I was listening to Elizabeth. I know she said in your numerology you have the Empress, and that's where you're moving to. Just beautiful, caring for yourself, abundant, and just creating the life that you want and deserve. So good on you. Do you have cards, Wendy?
I do. Okay, so yeah, I pulled the Eight of Cups. So definitely leaving that old relationship behind you, all of the feelings that go with that, just working through all of that. And you're on the path of walking away from it. That's great. So you have the 10 of Pentacles. So you're moving towards much better things, more stability, more abundance. A lot of good things are going to be coming your way in the future. Now, you did also have the Two of Swords. So that's kind of a block. But again, swords are thoughts, remember? So it's just, you might have some hesitation in the decisions that you're making moving forward. I think you might be second guessing yourself a little bit. So you might want to try letting that go. Let me pull one or two more cards just to see how to get past that Two of Swords energy. Yeah. So King of Wands and Five of Wands. So, kind of be ready for the fight, but, you follow your passions and, stand up for yourself. It's going to be all right. You're going to get through. And, I think sometimes when you second guess yourself, it can be really hard, getting past that doubt, but you definitely have the energy backing you that you're a fighter. You can get through it.
Yay.
As far as the astrology, I can see that right now she has Saturn in her 4th house of Pisces, right on top of her moon. So she would have been feeling that energy. And that is a very personal, private space in an area of the chart that you're very sensitive to. So something going on in the home. And then I think you're going to be finding, as the nodes start changing in January of 2012, January of 2025, that you're going to have the South node in your 10th house, and you have Venus and Mars there. So there's going to be some changes in your career going through there. But you're going to have more personal power because you're going to have that North node energy and personal identity that is going to be getting stronger, because that's what Mars is helping you do in that house. I have that. I have Pisces as the 10th house, but you have it in your personal house. So I feel like this is you setting your boundaries and your personal spiritual practice. Does that make sense to you?
Sounds like starting over. I mean, hopefully that resonates.
Can
Jen.
I read something? Oh, I'm sorry. Go, Jen.
I feel like if you want to pull cards, I don't want Wendy and I hogging all the cards. You jump in anytime if you want to.
I'm pulling for Linda right now.
Okay.
So I was just kind of looking in the thread.
Can I read something to Erica real quick that'll help also Larissa, was it in I think there were two in a Life Path 9 about completion. A true surface is that you can no longer deny. It has power to change your perspective, free your mind. Everything comes full circle. Karma may revisit you in your life. There may be a death, a loss, ending of relationships. There will also be birthing around you, new growth, opportunity, and a year of honoring all that you've been through. Honors the lessons of life bestowed on you, drawing from the wisdom of your wounds. You may draw a line in this year and put a stop to something or someone that has haunted you forever.
I got chills on that one.
And I just noticed something else too here that I want to say for Erica. Jupiter started through her 7th house of Gemini, and it went over her Chiron. So initiating that, probably bringing up that wound. Plus she had an opposition to Uranus, her natal Uranus on the other side. So probably very unexpected situations regarding a one-on-one relationship. And then she has Jupiter natally in Sagittarius, which I believe Jupiter is in opposition right now because that's at 9 degrees. So, or near there. So I think it's just kind of ballooned into something big because that's what Jupiter does, is it expands. But the good news is you do have this energy of Cheroklo that I think is going to be activated for that Taurus, Mars, Uranus conjunction. So that is going to be activating Cheroklo for you. And I think that will be, I mean, I feel like there's going to be a big blow up, but that it's going to be what is going to bring through the healing, because that's in your sixth house of every day of what's going on with you. Does that make, I'm just trying to make sure that.
Dawn, 2 questions. One,
Yeah.
explain the impact of that asteroid in the chart, or what it kind of represents. 2,
Yes.
just my math wasn't so good, but I feel like Miss Erica's coming up on her Chiron return as well. And so she may have kind of worked through some of that healing already, or getting ready to. I feel like that happens in our early 40s.
It's actually at 50, 51.
Chiron, okay.
Chiron return is. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Miss Erica, I'm not trying to.
No, it's in Aries.
Anytime.
But I will tell you what that Chiron return does for you. It gives you so much energy and independence, like, oh, not taking that anymore, right?
Freedom.
Yeah. And what Cheroklo is the wife of Chiron. She is a fellow healer. She is a shapeshifter. She was a water nymph, and she is a also a centaur. But she is the energy of, she holds space for that healing to occur. Like, she's that friend that is non-judgmental, that is just there giving you love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be what that energy is for Erica, because I feel like she's really had, I'm sorry, I couldn't listen to you guys because my brain starts moving. My Gemini brain is moving.
It's hard.
And so that's what I mean, I saw that there's a big things going on in the relationships, and because the first house is very active with all the Sagittarius energy, and she has Jupiter there natally. Big thumbs up for that, because that's the house that it rules. And her, just the way that it's pretty, I'm paying close attention to the tighter conjunctions or trines or oppositions. So I'm really paying attention to those that are much closer right now. And that's the thing that I see, is that Cheroklo is going to be really like, okay, I got you, you do your healing. Okay. And I have been getting crazy messages this week from the ancestors. Like, they love all of their kids and grandkids and love them like crazy, and are there to back you up. So ask for help from your guides, angels, and ancestors, please.
They can't help if we're not asking, right? We have to give them permission to help, for sure. Okay, so where are we going from here? We're still on Miss Erica. Anybody else want to add anything?
I just I have something for ADA Accardo when we get to that point.
Okay, we're up next for, if you want to throw that out now, you can. Brandy is the next. I can give her info to Dawn.
Okay, let me write that year down too. Oh, and I had Virginia on here.
For Linda.
So that's right.
We can make sure that we get her in there somewhere.
Linda?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, and then I'll.
Well, let me give
I
Dawn
think
this
she said
info.
Brandy
Okay.
was next. So
Brandy's birth is January 17, 1981, Tupelo, Mississippi, 3:21 a.m. And Brandy, if you're still here in the chat, my dear, go, if you have a specific question you want us to ask or pull cards on. Oh, there she is. Just let us know. Let's go ahead with Linda next, after Brandy, and then it's going to be Kathy and ADA.
Oh, I don't have Linda's. Can I have Linda's birth date?
I will get in the chat and find it for you in just a minute.
Thank you.
Anybody have cards for Brandy while Dawn works on her chart? And I'm going to pick
go
up
and I'll do her numerology.
Okay. Let me see, Linda. Linda, there you are. Linda, do you want to just, thank you. She just dropped her birth date back in for me. I love you. Thank you so much.
did
Can you give me
Brandy
this?
have a specific question?
I don't see it yet. Linda, do you have a city state for me on that date of birth and time? Let's see.
Can I speak to Brandy real quick?
Go right ahead. She's chatting it up.
Okay, I'll catch up
Hi,
with your
Peggy.
questions and stuff. Let me see what year she's in. 11, 12, 3, 4, 2, 8.
Gosh, you guys all in the chat are
Fantastic. Okay,
everywhere. I
Brandy,
love it.
again, you're in your life energy is 1. That is, I'll read really quick, The Alchemist. Not only is your life energy number 1, but your code is 1181. Good Lord. This woman is highly, highly intuitive, like a wizard. You have a beautiful ability to read and scan the person standing in front of you and change according to what you think they might be. Caution you not to be too much of a chameleon and try to adapt to everything, but adaptability is a good quality. There are times you may feel invisible because most people are just not invested enough to pull you out of yourself. Your natural ability to change under the influence of other people at times feels like you lose yourself and struggle standing in your own power. You're a pacifist. You do not like conflict or confrontation. If this happens, you often run. You know, kick into that fight or flight. You come from the stars. You're highly creative, beautiful. You see beauty and magic in everything. Oddly, you probably feel like you do not belong. It's left you feeling a bit misunderstood and lonely. Not sure, but we'll see. There's a part of you that wants to be alone, yet desperately wants to connect. There's also a place here for you, but you must be willing to bring more of yourself to the people you love. Even if it feels uncomfortable, do it. That is the energy of the magician, which is just, like I said, magical, and you can manifest anything, but you may have a tendency to keep really some secrets and things to yourself. So the advice there is to open up to those that you can trust. And right now, I feel like you're in a year where you've gone through a disruption, a rebirth almost, change, adjustment. Nothing in your life feels familiar. You may question everything, everyone, trust issues, re-examining a lot, which will fit into the astrology coming up also. Grounding issues, security, emotional imbalance, just some realizations of truth and priorities and where you really want to put your energy and your new life purpose coming up. Does that make sense? I do. Okay, great. Gotcha, girl.
I was pulling cards the whole time you were talking. And when you said, you know, tapped into her intuition, all that, I thought, well, I'm going to pull some Sacred Symbols Oracle. And Miss Brandy, we got growth. Going to be expanding in all ways, bringing you good fortune. Also, your guides are right here. Next card out was lucky. I can't believe it. I don't know what you've got good karma coming your way. I also pulled this in the new moon. So I said, okay, let me ask the tarot some specific, what is this growth opportunity? You got Wheel of Fortune. It's fate. So karmic cycles have changed. Next card out was High Priestess. Next card out was the Fool. That is major. That's all you got was major arcana. So I don't know what has happened that has put you in, I shouldn't say what has happened, but good on you. There's the universe and your guides have really just want to shower some good fortune on you. Okay, Dawn, go. I see you shaking your head.
And what I
This
think
is
that
her.
is,
This is
what I think-
Brandy sparkling.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that is what is
can't
related
help.
to her. Jupiter is in her 11th house. I am sure you have been going through it because you have been having to learn how to say no to toxic relationships in that 11th house. And I think you probably are well on your way to learning that lesson. your Jupiter is the Jupiter that is transiting is in a trine right now to your natal Jupiter, trying to help you out. And the wonderful, really great thing about that is Hecate is conjunct your, I will explain Hecate. Hecate, she is considered the goddess of magic and witchcraft, and she's also a moon goddess, and she's also the goddess that can go between heaven and the lower realms. But she's also the goddess of crossroads. So I feel like this has been a big crossroads time for you, and that you're feeling your way through this. And what I really like is that Jupiter is there to help you with that guidance. And you are going to have some really interesting energy because Venus has entered your 9th house, which is always a fabulous thing. And we'll be moving through that 9th house. And then it will be trining, like I said, at the end of the month. And that is July 30th, that you will have Mercury will be trining Chiron, right? So that is in your 12th house. So you do actually have I don't know if you're aware of this, but you have a grand air trine in your chart. And that would be between the moon and Libra, the Jupiter Saturn area of your chart. And the other thing I noticed too, and Aquarius. So you have all of this big changes in your life coming up. Even you could do starting a business or something eventually once we get Pluto turned back around and going back into that area of your chart. The other thing that I think is very important to notice is Saturn right now, I believe, is at Saturn right now is at 19 degrees. It's retrograde.
Yeah.
It will be going back to the degree where your MC is on the opposition, up in the 10th house in your chart. So I feel like during this next couple months between now and the end of the year, when that perfection is going to happen, you will, I think, because Saturn is a lovely thing to kind of take hold and make things work. It'll make you do the work, but by the time it leaves Pisces, it'll have gotten you through a tremendous thing, and you will be so happy to have made you work. And it's going to, I think, benefit your MC, what you're known for in the world, because it's going to be in an exact opposition. You probably have already had a bit of that already earlier in the year because it would have gone over that initially. And now it's going to back up and then go over it again. So by the time it goes over it for that third time, you should have a much clearer idea of what's going on. Does that make sense? I hope.
I love that. I hope that's all that good fortune coming her way. Saturn makes you do the work and then leaves you all kinds of gifts if you do.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Lean into that discipline.
I've got some cards for Brandy too.
Let's do it.
She had asked if she was on the right path. So those are the cards I pulled for her. And I got Judgment, the 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So I would say, yes, absolutely. I'd say it is destined because you have that Judgment card there. So there's also some past life karma coming in that's helping you to go down this path. With the 8 of Pentacles, it is generally about doing the hard work, putting the hard work in. But on this card, you'll see too all of the paintings. So I got the creative piece too, Elizabeth, with her, that it's like you have a lot of creativity here and you're putting that into kind of everything that you do, which is beautiful. You also have the King of Pentacles here. So I think, and see, he kind of looks like a CEO here, but he's also got the paintings around him. So it's like, I think you're going to kind of come into your own mastery on this, whatever path that you're going down, where you're using your creativity, and you're going to do really well and succeed with that. So
maybe she'll be noticed by that. Was that 9 of Pentacles or?
It was 8 and King.
8 and King. Ooh, yeah. Somebody making an investment in her paintings.
Maybe.
Or in her creativity.
Yeah, right.
I love that. Okay, so next up we have Miss Linda. Linda's date of birth is November 16, 1980. We have Laredo, Texas at 3:10 a.m. Okay, and I know Miss Jen, you said you had some cards for her.
I did. I was trying to pull back her comment. Okay, it says, I'd love to see where I'm at in my journey with my DM. I finally told him that I couldn't keep the fleeing friendship, He's a third party, but I know it's finishing. He was my boyfriend in high school at 14, and now we're in our 40s. I'm proud that I was honest. I'm path life 9 too. All right.
Okay.
Can I ask her real quick while she's reading the cards, Linda? Can you put your love's birth date info in the chat for us? If you know it,
That'd be great.
That'd be
I
really
have your
good.
numerology ready.
I just
All
want
right,
to let everybody know that Brandy commented that she does create unique artwork.
Awesome.
That's so fantastic.
Okay,
This is
so
your
I
year,
did
Mama.
go ahead and pull some cards as we were going through the others, and it does look really good for you, Linda. So the first cards I pulled were your energy, his energy, and the connection. And so for your energy, I got the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles at the same time. And so you're definitely manifesting in your happiness, your complete happy life, happy family. And so you put your boundaries down, and that was exactly what you needed to do. For him, he realizes he's about to miss out. He's feeling very cheated right now because he knows, like, you're not kidding. And so for the connection, we have the Justice card. You are heading towards, this is going to be made right. Things are going to be made right. He's going to make the right decision. And so I pulled, what does this situation look like in 1 week? I've got the Four of Cups. So this card is about missed opportunities, but it may be for you. You might not even see that this is coming for you because you might be focused right here. Whoops, I'm looking the wrong way. Right here on all the things that's not here in front of you, while right there, right behind you, it's popping up, just behind your awareness. We have the Four of Wands, which is complete happiness and celebration. And then the Chariot, which is movement. So, I mean, I do feel like that this situation is going to be coming together for you. And then I asked, what is your best move forward? So we got the King of Wands. So that is to be bold, be brave. The Hangman, that is about surrender. And then the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of union for me too. So it's about using your best qualities and bringing all of your best qualities to work together. All right. So did anybody else have any cards that y'all had pulled for? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll
Take
just
it
tell
away,
you,
Andy.
Linda. Oh, did you mean me? Really
No, go.
quick.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Linda, your life energy number is 9, as you said. Your code is 9971. It's really cool. Okay, I don't have enough time to tell you, but also your life path number is 8. The person that you're asking about, his gender fluid, is 6, life energy 6, life code 6663. So I want you to understand, you have 2 9s, he has 3 6s. Don't go weird with the 3 6s. That's not what it means. The 6 and the 9 work together in such a way that there is this beautiful yin and yang to you guys that would take me about 20 minutes to go into. But I do feel that there is this angelic communication between you two, probably a sense of telepathy. I would say that your twin or your soulmate needs a lot of balance in their life, being a 6, the lover's energy also. And that person has a lot of leadership qualities. You are the one that is probably more intuitive and magical in a sense with your abilities, but sometimes secretive. Make sense?
Interesting.
Sometimes secretive.
Oh, you're 69 together all over the place.
Oh.
And yada, yada, yada.
I just want to jump in here quickly because she's got like this Libra stellium that is not stopping for anything. But I do want to point out that there's a Pisces moon. She has a Pisces moon in the early degrees. And that is actually, I would say that there was probably some kind of issue with her mother, maybe. Just because that can sometimes happen when that's with the ascendant. But I do want to say your job in this lifetime is your own sovereignty. You've had the South Node going through Libra. You have been, I mean, she's got Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, and Pluto, and Black Moon Lilith all in Libra.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is huge energy, and she does have a Scorpio sun. And I love the way that Rick Levine said this. Scorpios feel things to such a depth that poets cannot write about it. And that is, and they're also super secretive and super, their secret personal self. And the fact that you have a Pisces moon does not help that. And the ascendant being in Libra with all that other stuff going on, that is really powerful energy. But the fortunate thing is you have a lot of sextile energy between Neptune and Mars, which the lovely thing about Neptune and Mars being together is that Neptune needs something to give it a kick. And Mars is the person to do that job. So that is your motivation. So I would say use that energy that is coming forward with, the other thing I wanted to point out is this. She's been hit really hard and she's not quite finished with the eclipses that are coming up, right? There is going to be one on October 2nd. I think that's like at 10 degrees or something. And she has so many things in that house. I think that's right where her Juno is and her Saturn is. So that's going to probably be another event for you coming up. But I don't think anything's insurmountable because at the very end, as it's going back, as the nodes are moving backwards, they will go over your AC, you keeping your own sovereignty, and Hecate, the way shower, right? And Hecate is at a 0 degree in your chart. And when Pluto comes back, Pluto is going to be at that 0 degree, that very transformative energy in a trine. When it goes back into Capricorn and then comes back out, that'll help you a lot. And this next 20 years is going to be so transformative for you. Yay. It'll get a chance to work with each of the planets individually because it moves so slowly. So that, get ready to be transformed. And it starts right away because your ascendant is at like 3 degrees. But at first it's going to hit Hecate, the way shower, right? So I love that energy. And I just want to give a shout out to anybody that was born at night. The moon has special significance for us born at night. It is what they call our sect light, meaning that is the light that was shining when we were born. So a lot of people that are born at night have that special connection, and anybody that has that water sign energy too, of course, Cancer automatically because it's ruled by the moon. But I want everybody to be aware of that. So sometimes when you're thinking, oh, wow, I really like this moon energy or this particular moon means a lot to me, work with that energy because I think the manifesting that's possible right now is really amazing.
Yeah. All right, we've got some questions in the chat. Hold on. I'm just going to do some quick house clean, Elizabeth, and then you can jump in. I just want to say, so ADA Cardo is up next. And we'll see what we have time for. We're scheduled for 1 hour tonight, but it looks like we are going to run.
We're going to have Tina next.
Yeah.
Because in the chat, they're actually asking for her to go because she's dealing with.
I was just going to say, I was just seeing that. Okay.
Okay. So I've already pulled some cards for her. But go ahead with the rest.
And Linda too. Did you do Linda? You did Linda's cards, right? I just want to tell Linda really quick. You're in a life path 8 of restoration, like Dawn said. I think ahead you'll be re-examining a lot of things, letting go of behaviors and past toxic stuff. And there's going to be a lot of healing coming in and forgiveness of others and yourself. Manifestation of Plan B, possible court proceedings, justice, advocate for yourself and truth. So just wanted you to know that.
I love that.
Do you have any date of birth for me? Is that Tina that we're doing next?
I was trying to find that. I didn't see it in the chat. Tina, can you drop your birth info back in? It's lost up in the comments somewhere. I was trying to scroll, but I'm not seeing it.
I don't have Tina. I have Virginia, if she's still here and on the list, and a card.
No, we've got Tina Conley, I think, is who we're going next.
Let me
Okay,
see
I
where
think
her.
Tina has been going through some health issues, some serious health issues, and relationship issues too. So the
Okay.
cards that I pulled for her, I used my Angels and Auras Oracle. I have soul groups. Everything's okay, which is my favorite card to come out whenever we're dealing with anything heavy, and career transition. So with soul groups, it says messages, reunion, connection, validation. My first hit with that was connected back with your relationship, the reunion part. So I do think that the reunion part could be the reconnection with the person that you're interested in, or the soul group part tells me that you're going to get your actual soul family coming in, your right people coming in. With everything's okay. We've got good news in the mailbox. I know that you're worried about your health. With the 444, you're very protected. You're guided. I don't think that you have to worry about this. You take care of yourself. You do all of the appointments, everything that they're telling you to do, but just know that you are being protected and guided through this time. And then we have the career transition, change, excitement, opportunity, advancement. So I'm not sure how, I love that. She said she just saw 444.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the career transition really might be connecting with you. If you're dealing with, I think you said you were dealing with cancer, you might have to leave one job. You know, that could be part of what you're dealing with. So I just see the changes are coming, but the excitement part. So I think that the changes are positive. So I pulled with the tarot, what is your best move forward right now? So we have the 9 of Cups. So what's happening in your life right now is actually a gift to you. And I know that's probably a hard thing to see when you're dealing with something as serious as cancer. But it's giving you this opportunity to rebirth your life with the Empress. It's just a complete rebirth, renewal of your life. And with the Page of Cups, allow yourself to believe that this could be really positive for you, because I think the reality looks very scary. So you got to stay in that high vibration state of just knowing that you are protected and you are safe. Okay. Does anyone else have any?
Do you want to pull, or do you guys?
Elizabeth, go right ahead. Jump
Okay.
in.
So Tina, don't hook up with Linda's lover, okay? Because you two have the life energy 6, and your life code is 6663. Oh my God, I have so much to tell you, but you are in a life path year 8, which again is about restoration. It is about healing. And I am a cancer survivor. You got this. The test can come back negative, I promise. It's a time to really stand up and speak your truth. Keep boundaries with people, especially when you're going through this. Keep those boundaries and space for yourself when you need it, but be sure to ask for support. And you probably will re-examine some of those relationships, behaviors, and patterns you have to let go of in order to heal, not only physically but emotionally, because it's quite triggering and traumatic. And to also forgive yourself and others around you if that's going on. The life energy 6 for you guys, that many of you have a lot of this in you, is of the muse. They're complicated, beautiful spectacles to behold. They're emotional, no question, dramatic, artistic, creative. But make no mistake, these beautiful souls are deeply embedded in the world of emotion and reside in the world of logic as well. Somewhat reactive, deeply troubled, and struggle with self-esteem and worthiness issues, but it never lasts long, really. They flutter between a range of emotions, but that is what makes them feel so captivating, and while we're drawn to their energy. There are times where you may witness a muse busting down and having a bit of a temper tantrum. It probably has to do with some tiny little detail, and Dawn's going to see that in your chart. And once it's kind of dealt with, you go on and you have a very enhanced vision and so forth. So I hope that makes sense and that you understand you are healing.
There is some very she's on her Venus return like any day now. Venus return for you in Leo. Because she's a 3-degree Venus. right? So what I think as I look, by the way, your birthday is my grandmother's birthday. I did a thing on her during that whole week of June 19th. And you're also a house sister for me because I'm a Gemini rising myself. So one of the things I see is that in your house of Taurus, where you have Saturn, you do have Mars and Uranus there, but it's, to me, that is that house of hospitalization and being in seclusion for you right now, because with Jupiter going through your first house, and this is crazy because today transiting Jupiter is right on top of her Mercury, getting big messages, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I just got a whole body chill. Wow.
I was like, so whatever they were saying, and I'm not sure what it was, I think it's good stuff. But Venus is going to be, it's like right now you have the energy of Venus return, right? Because that happens once a year. It's what was it, 2 degrees? No, it was 1 degree a day. So within the next 2 days, you will have an exact Venus return in that third house of community and siblings. I hope that there's some kind of nice connection that's going for you with that. The other thing that I think is very, very nice is that Saturn in your 10th house is going to, right now it's going retrograde, but it's going to be moving back forward, and it will be going over Chariklo, again, that healing energy, and your Chariklo and Pallas Athena, which is that warrior energy. I believe that Saturn is going to go back to 12 degrees. So it'll be going over that Pallas Athena energy, which is the warrior goddess, the fighting energy, right? So that is super great energy. And then when it comes back over that, it's gone over it once. It's going to retrograde over it. It hasn't gotten there yet because we're right now at 19 degrees. It's going to go back to to 12. So it'll go all the way over it and then come back forward again. And it hits Pallas Athena, that warrior energy. And then it hits Chariklo, which is great healing energy.
Yeah.
Great healing energy. So I really, really like that. You have Mars, it says here at 11 degrees. So that will be in a trine to Saturn. And Mars and Saturn trine is a good thing because that is definitely more warrior energy.
Yeah.
That's that strong connection in these water houses, which is great healing energy. Love it, love it, love it. Right? So I think that's what I feel like. This is the news that you were meant to get because Jupiter literally is hanging out with your Mercury.
Yeah.
Today.
Fantastic.
So, very good energy. And Venus, love, 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 love. Send her love and healing energy, everyone, please.
Everyone. Yeah,
everyone.
Absolutely. So I pulled 3. As you guys were talking, I pulled in response to what you were saying, but now we've gone on so much. I'll take a snapshot of this. Sorry, Tina, if you want it, but what I really want to focus on are these 3 oracle cards from the Gaia Oracle deck. I don't pull from this deck very often because, God forbid, there's a little nudity on some of the cards. Thankfully, you got some good ones. The numerology comes back with 9-11-9. We got 9 as the first card, a hidden gift. And the key words here are sadness, an ending, and a new beginning. So they're just on the other side. Don't be afraid. I heard Dawn say this once. I heard her say it 1,000 times this week. Just on the other side of that fear is everything. So done with the toxicities. Next card that came out was a 38 card, which reduces to 11, Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary. And I saw there in the comments, you said you were somewhat secluded. You know, you're healing your inner child in this process. And there's going to be some, I don't know if you practice yoga or something in the Zen, maybe Eastern medicine can be beneficial just if it's meditation. But what I really think is good for you is being out in nature because you got Enchanted Forest, a 27 card, reduces back to a 9. Keywords here are mystery, magic, and excitement. I feel like this full moon energy, get out in that energy. Let that full moon just wash over you. I know it's a Capricorn full moon, but that could very much energize you to release anything toxic from the past. And just move forward. Wonderful.
Really quick tip, Tina. I see you're like thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Walking 30 minutes a day will reduce your chance of reoccurrence of cancer, and really say that right, by 50%. 30 minutes every day.
Keeps all that lymphatic, all that stuff, getting all that toxin out of you.
Oh, I'm going to be 10 years cancer free this month. Really, like now.
Congrats.
I just realized
What?
it. Yeah.
What a good omen. What a good omen. The synchronicities. Tina, I'm so glad you got in here. Thank you, everybody, for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you.
I feel like we're right at our 1 hour mark. I think that's a good cutoff to close it there. Anybody want to?
Did we want to go ahead and do Ada Cardo since we had already said that?
Okay, I know.
I think since we had already announced it, I feel like that we should.
Okay.
And if Virginia's here
Jen.
really quick, I can give her a little. Oh, Virginia's there too. Okay. Let me go to Accardo really quick.
I don't have his birth info.
1985 07 13.
Thank you.
What?
1985 wait a minute. 1307.
July
13th.
13th, 1985.
Yeah, that's it.
Time.
I hope it's
time.
okay.
Can we
to
get a
say
birth
Accardo.
time?
Accardo. I hope that's okay. Oh, Tina, you're so welcome. Hi, everybody. You're so
Our
welcome.
pleasure,
We
Tina.
love you guys for being here. We thank you. But listen, Accardo, your life energy is 7. That is of the soldier. 5 soul contracts. We got to talk about it. 7-4. You are in a life path year 1. So Accardo. Oh, 2:22 p.m. That is.
Ooh, I love that.
Oh yeah. What town?
City, state.
Oh, you're a chick. Okay. Well, Accardo to me, I speak a little Spanish, so I'm thinking you're a guy. Sorry, honey. I'll just call you ADA. I'm ADA.
ladies.
But anyway,
She said her name is Angelene. Am I right or wrong on that?
I love that.
I love it.
I
But
think it's
I
Angelene.
I wonder what you've been through. And you also are in a year of disruption and things that you have to, reevaluate and grow through. You've definitely gone through a cycle, but you have the energy of the soldier in you, the 7, the chariot. I really want to read that to you. Spiritual, no, wrong one. The soldier, the chariot is associated with the number 7. And 7 to me is a lot about angelic communications, and with you and your life code energy, you have a lot of soul contracts and past life experiences. A soldier, a warrior, a force to be reckoned with. If the energy of a chariot is near you, you will feel it. It is impossible for them to move in the world unnoticed. Charismatic, willful, stubborn, independent. The greatest challenge of this hero is finding balance in their life, finding a balance emotionally, spiritually, and physically. When they do find their groove, nothing is impossible. So this year might be rocking you a little bit, but Angelene Dominique, that's beautiful.
What a beautiful name.
I have a friend named Angelene. So, that soldier energy too can be some past life childhood issues. And I just hope that you're doing well as you go through some cycles and new beginnings that I think I see. I'm here to show that is possible, that anything is possible, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, I hope that helps. I'm looking to show you the card of the soldier.
Wendy or
Well,
Jen?
this too, Ricardo, is about being very full of love, dear, very full of love, as well as don't be cutting. You don't use a knife as a weapon, sometimes as protection, as boundaries. And the energy of a little bit of abandonment, some things that might have gone on in childhood. I'll let Dawn jump in now.
She's got a lot of strong energy going on now. One of the things is Jupiter right now is going to be hitting, and happy birthday, by the way, tomorrow. Hello. Jupiter is going to be hitting your Chiron, your natal Chiron, right? And that be expanding that wound for you to heal it. And I always want to point out when Chiron gets activated, it's for us not to just look at the wound, but actually clean it out, because that's what a physician has to do. That's what Chiron does. It gets in there and cleans out all the yuck, and it hurts. It hurts, but it's what will make that healing come in. And the other thing I think, and I want to be upfront with you because I think it's going to be challenging for you this year, just because I know the Mars retrograde is coming. And Mars has not gone over for the first pass yet. And that's also your Mars return. That's happening like also in the next couple of days, the Mars return. Well, I'm sorry, Mars, not the Mars. No, Mars will be coming. I take that back. The sun is going to be going over your Mars. The Mars retrograde is going to be going back over your Mars. It's going to go over it first. It's going to go all the way to 6 degrees. By the way, you have your Hecate in Leo, so that's a good thing. You know, you're going to be at a crossroads. It's okay. So this is going to work with you, and then it's going to back up over Hecate, go back over your lot of fortune. So this is a destined thing that you're going to be going through. It's meant for you to go through this. It's going to go back over your Mars. It's going to go back over your sun. It's going to do the same thing with my son. I'm going to feel your pain too. We can like do happy hours online with everybody here. And because it's going to be messy for everyone, but especially for us, you know, people that have stuff sitting in Cancer that's going to be conjuncting. It's going to be rough for the collective as a rule. That's why I tell everybody, you know, no matter who wins the election, if there's an election, because there's a lot of astrologers that are not sure, that's not what the whole astrology is about. It is about us moving forward onto a new energy, that we are more relying on ourselves and our community instead of a hierarchical society thing. And I'm sorry, I think the women are going to be the leaders in that.
Doesn't the astrology speak to that? Well, that's a deep dive for another day.
Yeah.
It's the age of Aquarius, and I'm about to sing. But
it's well, and God bless you too. I am all like, again, we are both Gemini rising. Yeah. So like I said, all the stuff that's going on.
Aquarius rising.
Same houses for me. So yeah, I get it. You do have lovely, your MC is, well, the other thing I want you to note is that Jupiter is going to be going, has gone over your Venus. It is on top of your Chiron. And utilize that Venus energy at the end of the month to help you, because that's going to be a trine energy. So that'll be something that'll help you out. I think you just need to be prepared that, you know, any of us that have things sitting in Cancer at those late degrees or early degrees of Leo, and that means everyone, we're going to have work to do.
Yeah.
We will have work to do. And it is fated work. It is work that we have been lined up for astrologically. And we're going to take that on and excel with it by the time things start happening and going back into Leo. It's going to be like a 7-month project. And during that time, Venus is going to be going retrograde in April. I believe in April, in Aries. Somewhere during that time. So there is going to be a lot of energy And that is going to be the Venus will be going from an evening star to a morning star. But I think that's feminine energy getting ready for the fight, because that's the morning star energy.
Yeah.
The fight.
Exactly.
And Angelene, remember, you do have a 4, the Emperor in you.
Oh, she's a
Feminine.
scrapper.
Yeah, divine feminine masculine. You know, you are like, she's like, I know, I got this. I'm going to write a speech. I'm going to write a book. If you need any help with that, let me know. Anyway, I am a writer. But
And go ahead, finish, because there's
no, I applaud your leadership and gumption I'm seeing in the chat. And she also said for us to do videos on something.
Yeah, to remind her of the transits coming up.
Oh, yes. Do follow everybody. Yeah.
when I was looking at her chart, because there's like 3,000 things that can be in the chart, and that's not even looking at the transits, right? There's 3,000 factors just with placements.
Yeah.
She has a moon in Taurus, which, by the way, that is the moon's exaltation.
I love that.
So that's great. It's going to be, it's at 25 degrees. So that conjunction is going to be right on top of it. Okay. So you'll feel that energy very strongly. Use grounding, use physical activity, and watch your tongue. So, because it's going to be in a square to your Mercury. And today, Mercury, you have a Mercury return probably in the next couple days. So it's going to be like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do something physical so you don't explode. I'm just saying.
Or maybe do some boxing or just some really physical activity, right?
Right.
Really
So
sweat it out.
When we come back for the Friday 19th live, you guys, we're going to talk about some rituals and other ways to work through this kind of energy, some real simple tools. So I think you guys will really like that.
That'll be a
releasing,
fun episode.
yeah, releasing with the full moon energy.
Definitely.
So, ta-da!
I did pull a couple of cards for.
Go ahead, please.
Let's hear it.
Pulled cards, some oracle cards for just the energy that is surrounding her right now. And first up, I got impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. Then I got follow your own good advice, trust yourself, you know what's best for you, right? And then kind of on the other side of the coin there, I've got forget who you are, conditions fall away, memory no longer defines you. So let go of anything that's not serving you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's right here.
Oh, I love that.
I love those
Have fun.
cards.
I did pull a card for you too from my Art of Manifestation Oracle. I asked, what can you do to help bring your manifestations in? And I got authenticity, and it's a number 2 card. Hold your head up high, walk tall, and be your authentic self. This card asks you to shed the mask that you believed you were required to wear. Walk to the beat of your own drum and do not be afraid to shine. In doing so, you give others permission to do the same. And so I do think that Angelene, is that what we said? I think that she definitely needs to stand out in the spotlight a little bit more. I think that she's been hiding herself. I think that I know that she's a writer. I've actually seen some of her emails coming in through Soulful Revolution. And so I know that she's very talented, and she does have a whole lot that she needs to be sharing with people.
Ooh.
We are so thankful for you. I mean, you have been so supportive of all of us.
We could have you on and interview you.
That would be fun.
She is amazing.
Yeah, you guys, we got all kinds of ideas for you.
So
Okay.
we're doing a live. Do we live Monday then?
Live on Monday.
At 10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m.
We'll be
I'm a
back.
scattered
Other
ranger.
than that, we'll do the regular content Monday through Sunday. And then next Friday is the full moon get together and all of that. So, okay, I'll leave it to somebody else to wrap up.
I think we
Or is
just
that
did.
it? Okay.
Now,
All right,
the
jazz
one
hands,
difference is,
everybody.
Friday the 19th will be at 6:00 instead of this normal 5:00.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that'll be
And we'll put something in the community tab, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to
Keep
make
everybody
sure.
posted.
Thank you so much, all of you, for showing up.
Yeah, you
we
guys are so
we know
fun, you
we
all.
all recognize, and we like, oh, she always watches my stuff too, and she watches my stuff, and so we
Lots
do
of
We're
send out.
definitely
familiar
building
like,
community
thank
with
you.
all of you. Yeah, thank you.
I love it.
All right, we'll see y'all next time.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, ladies.